I built $1 million a month e-commerce business and then lost it all. I've had businesses stolen, domain names stolen, and this has happened more than once. But every time I bounce back stronger, I learn a lesson and I keep going because they say it's not on you, it's in you. And it's in me to be able to build these brands. It's in me to be able to teach you guys how to build these brands also. And I want you to follow along so that way you can build your brand, whether that's a physical product brand, an info product brand, which can be sold anywhere, anytime to anyone, and even now translated into more languages with AI very, very, very easily, or it's a brick and mortar business. Guys, I want you to like and subscribe because you're going to get a lot of valuable information out of me on this channel. And guys, my journey did not start with me making $1 million a month online. It was a grind and a struggle, and I'll tell you as we go through this YouTube channel a little bit more about that business. First, I want to talk to you about what I did before I made my millions. I was sitting in New Orleans, Louisiana, just working at an art gallery, not making much money. I think I was sleeping outside some nights. I went through a phase where I was homeless because I didn't have anywhere to go. I left Alaska after my mom passed away, and I went to New Orleans and I figured it out. And that was my life where I said, hey, there has to be something more than this. I got my first job as an internet marketing manager of a fly fishing store, and I didn't even know how to build a website, but I did know how to sell. I was a door-to-door salesman for 7 years. So that helped me along the path, being able to sell myself and just knowing that you could wake up and go out with a freezer load of vacuum sealed steaks and sell those to people who were unexpecting and walk home with $1,000 in your pocket, 300 of that being profit for you. That was enough to keep me going whenever I was 18, 19, 20, 21. But 22, my mom passed away and I just couldn't bear it. So I packed all of my clothes up, 3 pairs of clothes in a backpack, and I went to Alaska. I wanted to go live off grid until I found out how cold it actually is up there in Alaska. So at that time, I had owned a smoke shop, vape shop at the time in Pennsylvania, where I had made some money. I had bought a few properties and then I closed down the smoke shop because I didn't like the products that the managers were selling there. So I decided to just close down the smoke shop, take my money or my 2 properties and go to Alaska. Well, when you're not making any money and you're in another place, your bills seem to catch up to you. And this is called a burn rate. Guys, I want you to write this down because they're not teaching you about a burn rate in school, and you need to be taught about a burn rate. A burn rate is the amount of money that your business or yourself is expending. How much are you burning every month? So a burn rate is how much are our employees, how much is our, what are our expenses that are negatively, in fact, impacting the bank account, making money go out. That is the burn rate. So any of your apps and subscriptions, that would be included in your burn rate. So my burn rate was pretty high. It was $300 a month, and I wasn't making $300 a month. I was making no money in Alaska because the commercial fishing gigs up there were scarce. It was just very hard for me to get acclimated. And then I finally got a job, I think cooking at a lodge for room and board while I figured this out. So I ended up going down to Florida, staying with my cousin for a couple months, and then hitchhiking to New Orleans, Louisiana. I actually hopped a freight train in Pensacola and rode that baby the whole way to New Orleans. And then I got off and I found a place to stay. It must have been God because I went on to Craigslist and I checked out I checked out maybe 2 or 3 people. I sent them messages. That's it, 2 or 3. There's no more than 2 or 3. And I'm sitting in the park in Jackson Square, New Orleans, Louisiana, and this guy with a wheelchair and a dog, beautiful golden retriever, comes up and he says, hey, you okay? You need a place to stay? I was like, actually, yeah. And then I got a place to stay for $100 a week. Then I got a job as a marketing manager of the fly fishing store. And I taught myself how to build websites by just watching Eli the computer guy, and he told me, hey, look, go here, go there. I taught myself how to build Wix websites, then WordPress websites, and then it went from there. I eventually got jobs as a web developer for bigger companies inside of New Orleans, and then I started to do marketing for these companies. Well, the marketing was all great, but whenever the business owners don't call their leads back and you're on a revenue share basis, there's not much revenue for you to be sharing. So I said, the hell with this, and I got my first client in the hemp space. Well, after I scaled his business from zero to $80,000 a month, I was like, well, what am I doing this for other people? I need to do it for myself. And since I didn't have an NDA, I started a company called Empire Direct, and I scaled that from zero to $1 million a month in 3 years. And I just did another company from zero to $40,000 a month, and the domain name just got stolen from me, which brings me to why I'm here on this video talking to you today. Guys, I want to educate you and bring you with me as I make a digital income online again, doing all new stuff. I have some supplement brands that I'm doing, I have some info products that I'm doing, and I have some branded drop shipping that I'm doing. And I'm also going to be teaching you guys how to sell t-shirts, how to do print on demand, all the stuff. And I'm going to be teaching you all the stuff that you need to know to get out of that prison, for you to know that you can leave the United States and that 50% of people don't even have their passport. When you sign that 30-year mortgage, you're committing yourself to prison. Hey, I got to stay here. I got to take care of this house. I got to take care of this baby. I got to take care of this wife. Why do you think people aren't getting married in 2025? It's because people want location independence. They want to be able to go and see everything that God has given us. There are so many countries, and I've only explored a couple of them. I still need to continue traveling, which is another reason why I'm making this video. Please like and subscribe so that way you can stay up to date on all of the latest digital nomad hacks for wherever you're living. I'm in Thailand right now, and I've learned so much stuff about the visas, like how you can be tax-free and everything. So guys, I don't have enough time to put it all in this video. So make sure to like and subscribe. I'll make another video after I do some cuts, and let's just keep going with this one.